June 6, 1944, the English Channel. A vast armada of ships cuts through the turbulent waters, under a sky heavy with promise and peril. This is D-Day, the turning point of World War II. But this story isn't about the grand strategy or the leaders who planned it. It's about one man, a young soldier, and his journey through one of the most significant days in history. Meet John Avery, a 22-year-old from a small town in America, thrown into the midst of a war far from home. Around him, the air is filled with the rumble of engines and the murmur of prayers. In his hands, a rifle that feels heavier with every passing moment. In his heart, a storm of emotions, fear, hope, and a burning sense of duty. Today, John and thousands like him will step into history. They will face chaos, bravery, and heartbreak on the beaches of Normandy. Through their eyes, we'll see the raw, unfiltered reality of war. Not just the battles, but the human spirit that fights, endures, and remembers. And who am I? My name is Kai Silverman. I've spent years delving into the stories of the past, uncovering the truths that time often obscures. Join me as we retrace John's steps on that fateful day, understanding the courage, the fear, and the sacrifice of those who fought for freedom. As dawn breaks, the horizon is lined with the largest armada the world has ever seen. Among them is John's landing craft, a Higgins boat, packed tightly with young men, each grappling with their own thoughts and fears. John stands among his brothers in arms, a mixed bag of emotions swirling within. He's a long way from home, surrounded by the sounds of creaking wood, clanking metal, and the distant boom of naval artillery. The air is tense, thick with anticipation. John's grip tightens on his M1 Garand rifle, a trusted companion in these uncertain times. Beside him, soldiers check and recheck their gear, the mundane routines offering some semblance of normalcy. A grizzled sergeant moves among the men, his voice a steady presence amid the chaos. "Stay sharp, boys. Remember your training, and we'll get through this," he says, his words barely audible over the roar of the approaching shore. As the coast of Normandy draws near, the once distant rumblings of war grow louder. The German defenses loom ahead, a daunting sight. John's heart pounds in his chest, a mix of fear and resolve setting in. In this moment, John realizes that the journey to this point was not just across the sea, but through the very depths of human courage and fear. What lies ahead is unknown, but he knows he must face it head-on, for himself, for his comrades, for freedom. The landing craft's ramp drops, unleashing a torrent of soldiers into the chaos. John is among them, his heart racing as he plunges into the icy waters, the weight of his gear pulling him down. All around him, the air is torn by the relentless crackle of MG-42 machine guns and the deafening explosions of artillery. The beach ahead is a maelstrom of violence, a deadly gauntlet they must run. Omaha Beach is a hellish landscape, strewn with obstacles, wooden stakes, barbed wire, and metal traps. John, gasping for breath, pushes forward, driven by adrenaline and the need to find cover. John crouches behind a twisted metal hedgehog, trying to catch his breath. The sounds of battle are all-consuming, the air thick with smoke and the cries of the wounded. In this chaos, John's training kicks in. He checks his rifle, joins a group of soldiers, and they start to advance, inch by treacherous inch. Their goal is clear: breach the German defenses and secure the beachhead. Every step is a battle for survival. John and his comrades fight with a determination born of desperation. They are not just fighting for ground, they are fighting for each other, for the chance to see tomorrow. Having breached the initial defenses, John and his unit now face the daunting task of pushing inland. Every step is a struggle against well-entrenched enemy forces. The battle rages on with ferocity. John, rifle in hand, moves with his unit, taking cover behind bomb craters and shattered obstacles. The air is filled with the staccato bursts of gunfire and the sharp whistles of incoming rounds. In the midst of battle, the bonds of brotherhood are forged in fire. The American forces, adapting to the relentless German defense, begin to find their footing. Tanks and artillery provide much-needed support, helping to break through enemy lines. John's unit, now battle-hardened, advances through the German defenses. Each encounter is a test of wills, a fight for survival. They clear bunkers and trenches, steadily gaining ground. As the day wears on, the tide of battle slowly turns. John and his comrades, exhausted yet resolute, secure a vital position. They look back at the beach they landed on, now a testament to their courage and sacrifice. As the sun sets on D-Day, the once chaotic beaches of Normandy are now eerily silent. John, sitting amidst the remnants of the battle, reflects on the day's events. For John, Like so many others, today was a day of firsts. His first battle, his first brush with death, his first glimpse into the true nature of war. The beach is a mosaic of triumph and tragedy, a place where bravery met brutality. The bond between John and his fellow soldiers has been cemented in battle. Together, they mourn the loss of friends, the cost of freedom etched into their hearts. They also celebrate their survival, their resilience in the face of overwhelming odds. The success of D-Day marked the beginning of the end for Nazi Germany. But for John, it's more than a strategic victory. It's a personal journey that tested his limits, shaped his beliefs, and changed him forever. As John and his unit prepare to move inland, to continue the fight across Europe, they carry with them the memories of this day. The story of D-Day, of John and thousands like him, is a story of courage, sacrifice, and the relentless pursuit of freedom. Today we remember their bravery, their spirit, and the lessons they taught us. Lessons of resilience, unity, and the cost of peace. Let us never forget. Please help out the channel by liking and subscribing. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.